Okay, that should be good. Jeez, what a nightmare. But you know, it wouldn't be an Abby Nova art stream or a live stream in general. It would not be an Abby Nova live stream if it wasn't just a mess. Oh gosh, there's so many. Okay, hold up. Hi guys, how's it going? You guys didn't see anything, okay? You guys didn't see anything. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Oh, every time. Will I ever learn? Potentially not. Potentially not. But that's fine. That's fine. I just need to go ahead and delete those live streams because there were so many. I think I started like 3. Jeez. Yeah, let's just delete those. Delete the live replay of me fumbling my live stream. It's nothing new, but it's still embarrassing. Gosh, can I delete those? How do I delete those? How do I delete them? And then we can finally get to some art. How do I delete? I can't see the delete button. How are you guys doing? How's everything going? I feel like I've had this issue every time I live stream. I always do this. Every time. I really want to delete those. I don't think I can. Oh no. Well, I'll sort it out later. It's just gonna look like a bit of a mess if you go into your like what do you call it? The subscription section of your YouTube page. It's gonna look like a little bit of a mess. Because it's gonna have 3 Abby Nova live streams, 1 of me fumbling for like 6 minutes. Yeah, my PC has an issue with like some USB ports, and it was working when I first, you know, set it up and everything. I did test it before I started this, believe it or not, but I still fumbled it. One day we'll get there though, it's fine. Let me see, can I? Oh yeah, I can delete these. Let's make sure I'm not deleting the one that I'm actually currently doing, because that would be something I would do. So much for a calming and relaxing Sunday art live stream, right? A little bit of chaos sprinkled in there, but I think we're okay. I think I've sorted it now. I also need to do another post to Instagram now because of that as well. Because I had like a little post with a link so people could come over for my Instagram as well to let them know we're live. But I linked it to the old one. And obviously that didn't go very well. So I'm just gonna fix that. I'm gonna just put a little link on Instagram stories. But how are you guys been? It's been a long time since I did a live stream. Let's see. There we go. Okay. We got there eventually. There we go. Okie dokie. Can you guys hear the music? I put some music on in the background. I feel like that is something I've been lacking in my live streams, is a little bit of music. Set the vibe. I picked a lot of jazz music because I just think jazz music is overlooked. Jazz music is great. So we got some of that playing in the background. So let me know if that's a good volume or if you want me to like raise or lower the volume. Oops. I was trying to get a smudge off of my my screen, but I accidentally drew instead. Okay, so this evening I want to finish this sticker sheet. I've been working on it for a while. This sticker sheet was supposed to be in my last launch. It didn't happen. I ran out of time, and the last launch was hectic. And I think this one's gonna be probably just as hectic, but I do already have quite a few designs. This isn't it. That's the last one. I have like a little folder. These are like my designs that I've been working on. Those 2 bookmarks as well also rolled over from the last launch that I did. Because I thought I could do bookmarks at home, and then someone mentioned bookmarks not typically being one-sided, or like one-sided bookmarks not being like as high quality as they could be, and I just didn't think of that for some reason, which is weird because I have bookmarks that are double-sided. I just didn't think about it because I'm trying to upgrade my bookmarks. So I didn't get those 2 designs made, even though they're ready to go. Just because I still need to figure out what I'm doing with bookmarks and how I'm gonna like make them at home and stuff. But next launch for sure. I think I still might go to a manufacturer for them because I don't really have a way that I can actually make them from home right now because I don't have a double-sided printer. There are some ways I could experiment with it, but I make a lot of my stuff at home. So I'm just like, I kind of need to minimize the amount of time I spend making stuff at home when I'm working full-time. It's quite hard. I want to make everything from home all the time, but I'm not blessed with that kind of schedule. I work full-time, got a life outside of my business, so I think the manufacturer will be the way to go, and I don't think I'd have to up the prices for them. They didn't seem that expensive. I'm still gonna look around at like other manufacturers because I only really looked at one. But yeah, that's exciting. New bookmarks. I'll also be revamping all of my old bookmarks as well. Like if you go on the Abbey Nova shop, there's like the Sassy Cat bookmark, the Cottagecore bookmark, all that fun stuff. They're all gonna be getting a revamp. I'm selling them now like on my shop for like 25% off currently. So I'm trying to get rid of the old ones so I can bring in the new ones, and hopefully July is when I'm setting a time frame for this launch. That's what I'm giving myself. Till hopefully it will be July. I feel like I always underestimate how long launches can take, especially when you're working full-time, because I don't have the entire week to dedicate to like designs and stuff. So hopefully July. I think it was going to be June, but I think that's pushing it a little bit considering I only have a couple designs so far and I haven't even like started like sticker sheets and stuff and like making the homemade stuff. So we'll see. July is probably going to be about when it launches. Okay, let's get started. I did actually start doing the lineup, but I think I might redo it. It's a bit messy still, like just in some areas. I just figured I might as well just redo it. Last time I did this, like even the cups and stuff, I'm not too happy with that lineup. Like they're very this isn't really like a straight line that you'd see on a cup. So I think I might redo this. I think what I'm gonna do actually is I'll just lower the opacity for the ones I've already done and trace over that like a sketch. Just because I think I can do better. And if I think I can do better, why not do better, right? Let's see, get that sketch out the way. Oh gosh, I've got too many layers. Too many layers. Okie dokie. I'm very excited for this one. I've had this idea for a while for like an artsy sticker sheet. Obviously, I'm an artist. I know a lot of you guys are artists as well. So I'm very excited for this. I hope you guys enjoy it. I was thinking about maybe doing like an artsy one and then doing a crafty one because the sketches that I've got so far for this sticker sheet are very artist based. It's like paint, digital art. It's not like, I feel like I could make a whole new sticker sheet based around things like sewing and like clay making and stuff like that. But I'm gonna do this first. And then we'll see how well this one sells, and then I might make one for my next launch. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the sticker sheet so far. I'm happy with all the designs in this launch, to be honest, so far. I think they're really good. I think I've made a lot of good progress with them so far anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna... What brush am I text? No, that's the one I want. Why does it seem so... Oh, I'm on the wrong layer still. No? Why does that seem so
light. It feels like the opacity is turned down on it. Am I stupid? What the heck? Am I being silly? Maybe. Let me... Oh yeah, it's just because the brush is quite opaque. I always forget that. See, these two brushes, the monoline and the textured monoline, they're practically the same, except this one's just like, it tapers off a bit more and it's a bit more opaque. But like, see, if I do this, it has that little bit of overlap, and I don't really, in my casual everyday art, I don't mind that. That can look quite nice, but in like my product designs, no from me. I was using the wrong brush, that's what it was. Let's make a start. If I could get all of this finished tonight, that'd be awesome. I would really like that. How are you guys doing? How's your weekend been? It's been very nice here in Britain. The sun has been out. And I've been having a great time with that. I didn't realize how sad winter had actually made me until the sun came out again. And I was like, oh, was I sad or was it just winter? Who knows? I just feel like winter after Christmas is just... It feels a bit pointless sometimes, you know? I just like... The snow is there, but there's nothing like aesthetic to go along with it. There's no like Christmas lights and stuff up. Although some people do leave their Christmas stuff up very late, but I'm not. Come January 1st, those Christmas stuff's coming down. Oops. See, I already like these cups a bit more, like how I've drawn that. Definitely a bit better. I think I just went too far with the lip here. I think I made it go too far out. Actually, I was going to redraw that, but what I could just do is I could just draw this one and then duplicate it. It's a bit lazy, but same thing. So yeah, I'm gonna be streaming for around an hour and a half, I reckon. Maybe 2 hours. I would love to get this sticker sheet done, but sticker sheets typically take me a lot longer than just like a simple sticker design, because obviously there's like a lot of little designs in there. So sorry, I was just checking my stream settings. After what happened before, I'm not trusting anything. I'm just double checking everything now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the sticker sheets have a lot of little designs in there, so it'll probably take me a bit longer to get this done, but if I could make a decent start, that'd be pretty good. I'm not happy with those. I'm so picky, but I have to be. It's a business thing. I think I just have to. I think they were just slightly wonky. That's good. That's good. I never realized how little I actually draw things like paintbrushes and art supplies, like easels, for example. This easel here, it took me forever. I didn't realize how little I knew of what an easel looked like until I started drawing this. It was crazy. In Lithuania, it literally snowed on Friday, and next week is 20+ degrees. Spring finally. Tell me about it. It literally, in Britain, it went from like, I think it went from like 12 degrees, and then it was 20 degrees yesterday, and it was 20 degrees on Thursday as well. So it's been very nice. It's healed me a little bit. I've never had seasonal depression, I guess. I've never felt that before. I've always just I've never really liked January and February. I've always found them like a little bit depressing, just because it's cold and there's no Christmas to keep you cheerful about it. But this year, it really hit me, and I can't tell you why. Okay. I'm still kind of struggling with this easel, but I think... Let's just move this down a little bit, make that more symmetrical. There you go. Is that music a good I was gonna say good height. What does that mean? A good volume for people? A good height. Sunday brain. So yeah, I'm doing a bit of a live stream today, mostly because I wanted an excuse to get some designs done. I feel like for some reason the past couple of weeks, just life getting in the way and it's really hectic and stuff, I haven't been able to get as many designs as I would have liked. I feel like when you do launches, even though it's in July, and I'm like, that's so far away, I've got plenty of time. I did that with my New Year's launch where I was like, oh, it's so far away, I've got plenty of time. I started doing designs for it in like the beginning of November, and all of a sudden it was like January 31st, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not even ready. It's crazy. Hi, Abby. Working on some new designs today too. Hi, Autumn. I do love a good artsy Sunday. I don't know what it is. I feel like Sunday, when you draw on a Sunday, there's just different vibes for me. I don't know what. I don't know why. But product designs are the best part of any small business. I feel like if you're an artist, this is what we're all here for. It's the art. I think it's just really nice as well because one thing, I think I've talked about this before, one thing that really, that having a small business has really helped me with is actually drawing things I would never usually draw. Would I've ever drawn an easel if I wasn't making this sticker sheet? No, probably not. Like, I won't lie. When I draw for fun, I very much have an issue of staying in my comfort zone. I don't draw things like backgrounds. I don't draw backgrounds. Props, not really. Draw characters and that's it. So like having a small business has helped me to like get out of my comfort zone, because I didn't know how to draw an easel before this sticker sheet, and now I do. And that's the wonders of owning a art business. Hi Abby, hello. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. If you saw me fumbling with the live stream before, no you didn't, nothing happened. This is the one and only live stream that I made. If you have bell notifications on and you got all those notifications, no you didn't, that didn't happen. Nothing happened. Okay, are those legs even? I can't tell. Let me do a quick flip. No, they're not. Actually, I think it's all kind of slightly that way. Let me fix that. When I was doing my traditional art video, if you guys didn't see that, I kept looking at the picture and I kept really worrying because I couldn't flip it horizontally, and I was just like, how do I know if this is any good? I didn't realize how much I rely on digital art until I did that video, and I was like, man, I really do. Flipping things horizontally and like was even zooming in so you can do smaller details, like you take it for granted when you're a digital artist. Then you do traditional art again, you're like, damn, I don't have any of these little tools to help me. Sadly, I will not be able to stay. I'm watching Black Mirror with my boyfriend. I just passed by to say hi. Hi! Thank you for passing by. Hope we can have more streams soon. I do want to do more streams. However, I do get anxiety whenever I start a stream. Not because I'm scared for like talking to you guys. It's more of just the fact that every time I start a live stream, something goes wrong without fail. And I'm just like, I was prepared today. Like I have OBS and everything. I set everything up and it still went wrong. I still, did like a little test. I did all that fun stuff and it still went wrong. Got there in the end, but I do want to do more lives. It's just a bit hard sometimes because I feel like, although the more I do it, maybe the better I'll get at it. So maybe I should do more. Have fun watching Black Mirror. I watched a couple of episodes of that a while ago. Well, a while ago, it was like a couple of years ago. I think it was the American one though. was pretty good. I didn't mind it. Apparently I've heard the British one's better, and I'm not just saying that because I'm British. I have heard people say the British version of Black Mirror is better, but that could also just be British people telling me that. I saw it on TikTok. Could just be British people being egotistical. I don't know. Hello. You also have such cool lighting in your new studio. I know, it's so nice. I really like how light it is in the studio. The window in here is so big, and there is just one window, but it's quite tall and it's quite wide. My bedroom in my little bedroom, yeah, my window in my little bedroom, it was really tiny and the sun never hit it. The sun doesn't hit this window either, which is good because like if I'm filming in here and the sun directly hits this window, the lighting would be a lot worse. Like throughout videos, it'd go really dark then really bright. So it's probably in a good place for it. It's just so much brighter and like, it's just nice. I really like it. So actually one of the reasons we chose this apartment was because it has a lot of natural light. Like the living room has these nice big bay windows, and my old house when I lived with my mum, it was like so dark all the time, I feel like. And this house is nice and light and I thrive in it. Hello, hi Casey. I got that with YouTube. I started doing YouTube on March, and every time I'm trying to film something, everything goes wrong. It is a lot of trial and error, and it can be scary as well, because like, especially when you're doing live streams, I'm like, oh my god, everyone's just watching me fumble right now. I do enjoy doing them though. I don't often think to do them, mostly because on my weekends, I have a 3-day weekend, right? And that sounds like a lot of time, but I feel like it just flies by so quickly that sometimes I struggle to even get like enough vlog footage. And the vlogs to me will always come first because that's what I started this channel for. Live streams are just like a little extra on the side. Like this week, I can't get a video out because I've just been so busy. Next weekend, however, is Easter weekend and I get a 4-day weekend, so I will be doing a nice big vlog for that weekend and I'm super excited. I got a lot of plans. But I don't know, I don't really think of like live streaming as much as maybe I should. I do enjoy it though, it is fun. Especially now that I can do art live streams as well. I do enjoy that. That doesn't look right. You know, I've been struggling with this part of this paint, this little paint, what do you call it? This paint thing. I don't know what they're called. Paint tube. I've been struggling with it. Is that, this little part, this swirl, I can't seem to get it to look right. It's fine, I'll figure it out. It doesn't have to be perfect first time. I can go back and fix it if I want to. Let's do this one. Yeah, I put a little playlist on in the background. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I feel like last time when I was live streaming, that was something that I missed on, was like putting on music. And I think it's just a bit better with music. I watch a lot of live streams, like art live streams and stuff, and they've always got music playing. And it's always a lot nicer. So I made like a bit of a jazz / lo-fi playlist. Because that's one, very on brand for me, and also I just think jazz music is really great. I don't know, people seem to sleep on it a little bit, but I honestly think jazz music is so good. It's so calming. Also, it helps me concentrate better than any other type of music, which I appreciate. So, got a bit of jazz on in the background and a little bit of lo-fi as well. You know, for the longest time, I thought lo-fi was it was pronounced lo-fi. I still feel like that's right, but although I guess it would be an E if that was the case, but I don't know why. I said lo-fi for so long, and then one day I heard some YouTubers talking about it and they were saying lo-fi, and I was like, oh. Oh. Oh my god, an Abby Nova stream, my lucky day. Hi, alien cat. Do you listen to music or watch stuff more when you're working? I guess it depends what I'm doing. Like, if I'm editing a video, definitely not. Well, not definitely not. I do sometimes put videos on, but I'm very easily distractible. If I'm drawing and stuff, then yeah, I tend to put on YouTube. I have been watching more anime though while I've been drawing as well. But the thing is like, obviously if I'm drawing or working while watching anime, I have to listen to it in dub, and not all animes are dubbed very well. So I have to pick and choose carefully what I'm like wanting to watch anime wise while I'm drawing. But yeah, I watch like a lot of YouTube and stuff. I've been getting into watching like a lot of Queso streams and stuff like that, a lot of his videos lately, and Bailey J and Catnip and Prince by Millie and all those lovely people, art by all of them. I watch a lot of people because I'm very nosy. I like to know what's going on. bit of studio vlogs, bit of gaming vlogs. What? You guys will have to forgive me, okay? I have a case of Sunday brain today. A bit of gaming videos. Oh yes, Nightcore music is awesome. I used to listen to that quite a lot. I don't anymore. My music taste has changed quite a lot. I pretty much when I'm alone, if I wasn't live streaming right now, I'd have musicals on. Hamilton, Heathers, Dear Evan Hansen, Be More Chill, you name it, Six, you name it. But those are all copyrighted, so I can't play those. But if I wasn't live streaming, that's what I'd be listening to right now. I think I'm trying to be too detailed with these trees when they're really, like, they don't need that. That's just not. I don't like that though. How's that looking? I feel like this is going to be a case of the sketch looked a bit better, but it's fine. I'm too much of a perfectionist, and I know you guys already know that, but... or if you're new here, maybe you don't, but I'm definitely a perfectionist. What games have you been playing? I've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition. I have recently been playing... What have I been playing? I was the beginning of the year, I was into a very big Phasmophobia stage because me, my friends, and Jack as well, we all were playing together, and that was very fun. I've been playing a bit of Grounded recently as well. Other than that, not as much as I'd like. Grounded's really fun though. I'm really enjoying it. Jack and I are playing together though, so I only really play when he's playing. Oh my gosh, I cannot get this mountain right. I don't want like the tip to be like too pointy, but I also don't want it to be too smooth. I usually get distracted and waste time trying to find something for background noise. That is true for me as well. I'm with you on that one. It might have been just this morning. I think I was making the thumbnail for this live stream, and I was like looking through YouTube and I was like, what do I watch? And suddenly it was like half an hour later and I was like, I've just wasted half an hour of my time looking for a video to watch. I do it when I'm eating as well. I watch YouTube videos when I'm eating. And I always like sit down with my food and I'm like, I need a video to watch, and then I can't find a video, and then it's been 10 minutes and my food's cold. I haven't played Phasmo in a long time. It's so good. I only just played it for the first time in January. That's when I bought it. I think was it on sale? Might not have been. Anyway, I was so excited to play it. I've wanted to play it for so long. It's so good. It's just so hard trying to get like everyone organized enough like with their free time to play, I guess. I think it's most fun when you're playing with a group of people. If you're just playing with one other person, I don't find it as fun. It's definitely more fun when you've got like 3-4 people, but it's so hard trying to get like my friends and stuff like coordinated enough so we can play. We're all so busy now. Yeah, dinner's cold by the time you find something. Every time. Yes, but the video has to also be the right mix of talking versus visuals, depending on what you're doing. That's also true. Sometimes, if I'm like cleaning, for example, it'll either be music or I like listening to those. I might be on my own on this one, but you know those TikTok videos where they're just Reddit stories read in those like stupid robot voices? I like listening to those while I'm like cleaning up. I'm a bit of a, it's like my morning newspaper, you know, like I open, like, you know, you open your morning newspaper, you get a bit of drama in there, a bit of good news sometimes. That's kind of what it is like for me when I'm cleaning. That's quite good because you don't need to like there's no visuals you need to pay attention to, it's just a little story. Like audiobooks and stuff as well would be quite good. It's hilarious when you and your friends are just screaming and it's pure chaos. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with this one. For this one, I'm not sure how the paintbrushes are. I don't know if I'm too happy with them. We're just gonna keep going with it. We're gonna vibe with it for now. I missed the start of the stream. Is this gonna be a sticker sheet? It is indeed. So this is kind of the background sketch here. It's like an artist sticker sheet. I'm potentially gonna, because I realize this, like, art isn't just painting, but this is a lot of like just painting and easels and digital art and stuff like that. There's still a bit more space, like these stickers are like, I'm planning to add more to it, but I also feel like in line with this, I could probably also do another sticker sheet that's more based around crafts, like sewing and clay making and stuff like that. So I don't know if that'll be in this launch, potentially, maybe, but I've had this idea in my head for quite a while now. Let me just turn. I feel like that music's slightly too loud. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just me. But I've had this idea in my head for quite a while, this sticker sheet. It was also supposed to be in my last launch. But the last launch was so hectic, I never got around to that. Never ever got around to doing that. So I'm doing it for this one instead. Oops. And I'm excited because I think I've been waiting to get this sticker sheet out for a while, which is why I'm doing it as like one of the first designs, because like so far, that's not the right one. These are my 3 designs, or like my 5 designs, sorry, that I've got so far. The bookmarks, they were pre-done for the last launch, but obviously I never figured out what I was going to do with my bookmarks in time. So I never ended up deciding if I was going to make them at home or buy them from manufacturer. Eventually, after the launch, I realized I can't make them from home. I don't have a double-sided printer, and it would just take up too much time for me to like find ways around that. I don't think I'll have to up the price for them if I buy them from manufacturer. They seem pretty cheap still. And they'll be probably a lot better quality, and I'm just like, I just gotta bite the bullet. I work full time, so I gotta make compromises every now and then. Oh my god, Reddit TikToks. I used to listen to the YouTube videos of those. I used to listen to the YouTube videos of those as well, but then TikTok came around and I feel like they capitalized on that idea. So yeah, I watch them on TikTok now. They're like an audiobook. I don't think a lot of them are real either. I do feel like a lot of them sound very fake. But yeah, they're fun to listen to. I shouldn't say they're fun to listen to. Some of them are really tragic. They're interesting to listen to. Not always good. I feel like it kind of gives me a reality check though, because I'm very much like, I'm surrounded by like very lovely people. So hearing these stories, it reminds me like those people, like people out there that do these horrible things or like are just not good people, they exist. Gives me a bit of a reality check. Not everyone is as nice as the people I've got in my life. I can top that. I clean and listen to people talk about cleaning. What? Like tutorial videos, you mean? Or do you just, is it like a podcast about cleaning? I mean, hey, that's probably a good way to get some good tips, right? Like if you want to deep clean your oven, it's probably some good tips on how to do that, right? If you're listening to cleaning while cleaning. I also watch true crime videos. My boyfriend used to make fun of me, but guess who's watching true crime videos now? True crime videos are good. They're a bit sad, so I have to, like, you know, sometimes spread them out a little bit in terms of how many I'm watching. Some of them are really, really awful to listen to. But yeah, no, I agree. I like watching true crime stuff. I like watching, like, Rotten Mango and stuff. I really like her videos. She's very good at, like, talking about sensitive subjects and stuff. I used to watch a lot of BuzzFeed Unsolved as well. Like, they're both Unsolved and the Supernatural ones. Loved that show, man. They were so good. The good times. Being a broke college student and coming home and watching BuzzFeed Unsolved. The good days. You could do some paint coming out of the tube if you want to make it clearer, just an idea. Well, that's a really good idea. What my idea was, that was a very generic idea. I wasn't actually gonna do that for the final, like, look or anything. That wasn't gonna be in, like, the finished piece, but that's how I was, like, making it obvious to myself at least. But that's a better idea. I was just gonna, like, maybe do, like, a design on the tube and make it clear, like, you know, maybe, like, do, like, a strip of red or something, like, make it look like not a branded one, because I don't want to get in trouble, but, you know, like, close enough to a branded one that you're like, I know what that is. No, like, Dana K. White talks about decluttering methods and stuff on a Oh! I see. See, that actually doesn't sound too bad. I feel like what was it? There was, like, I think a while ago, I think it was back when I was, like, living at home and doing videos from my bedroom. Someone was, like, telling me about this one, I don't know if it was, like, a YouTuber or something. They kept telling me about how this person, like, talks about the art of feng shui and, like, creating a room that's, like, you know, better flowing and all that stuff. Since I moved house as well, I feel like I've realized how cluttered things can get really easily. So Jack and I are currently actually doing a spring clean where we're decluttering everything. I've thrown out so much stuff that I'm like, I've never used this. Why is it even still here? So I could totally get behind that. I can see that. Also, tech question, because I'm curious. Are you using a capture card, or is it something from the iPod able to show it on your stream? I'm using a capture card currently, because that's what a YouTube tutorial told me to use. They're not too expensive. I got mine off Amazon. I think it was like, I can't say for sure. It was like a while ago now that I bought it. I was, like, not even living in this apartment when I bought it. But I think it was like 15 pounds or something. Can't say for sure. But they weren't as expensive as I expected them to be, at least. You also need, like, a specific cable for it as well. Like, this one is USB-C to HDMI, which I didn't have just lying around my house, so I had to buy one of those as well. The capture card seems to work pretty well. If I could get another one, I'd probably be able to hook it up to my vlogging camera and get better, like, footage from my webcam. But also I bought a webcam specifically for live streams, so I'm also kind of like, I just want to use the webcam because I spent money on it. God, I missed the good old BuzzFeed days. Yeah. I watched the Watcher channel for a while. I don't anymore. If you know, you know. But it didn't hit the same for me for some reason. I didn't hate it. It was still pretty good. It just didn't hit the same. But it also could be because I'm not a broke college student. Maybe I've matured. I doubt it. Writing paint on the tube was kind of iconic too. Yeah, I just feel for, like, a actual, like, product design, I shouldn't be that lazy with it. But for me, for some reason, I was like, what if I forget what this is supposed to be? So I was like, I'm gonna write paint on it so I know for sure. We've been doing regular car boots. So much stuff has gone now. Yeah, my mum was suggesting one of those actually because she has a lot of stuff. She wants to declutter as well. I've never done one. It feels like it could be fun. I mean, I've done market stalls, so, you know, I got some experience selling, I think, places like that, I guess. Well, it would probably be a lot different. But I do have a card reader as well, so I could take card. I'm prepared for it, should I need to do it. But I don't know. I think I might also just give a lot of the stuff to charity as well. Because I feel like that would be nice. I feel like I'd be more fulfilled. And I don't think there's a lot of stuff really. Like, there's a lot of clothes and stuff. But there's not a lot of tech, really. I've got some old headphones. But again, I'm just kind of like, they're so old that I don't think I get much money for them. So I'm like, just give them a charity. Give them to a charity. But yeah, I need to find time to do that as well at some point, because there are bags now cluttering our bedroom. So I need to find time to get that stuff gone as well. But I'm also still kind of decluttering as well. I feel like every day I'm finding more and more things that I'm like, do I actually need this? Not really. I'm used to using capture cards for being used for games consoles to show live stream, but it's cool you can use them for an iPad. Yeah, I think you can like pretty much use them for like anything you want to connect to like your computer if you want to stream off of it. Like, yeah, I suppose I could use it for like my Nintendo Switch and stuff as well. Although I would never do a live stream around Nintendo Switch games because it's Nintendo and I feel like they'd come after me. Okay, I'm just gonna be a bit lazy with this part. I'm gonna fix that at some point. Actually, that looks good. Wait. Wait. That's actually not too bad. Well, it worked out, I guess. I did consider maybe doing video game live streams at some point. Ever since I was 14 years old, bit of Abby lore, bit of Abby backstory. Ever since I was around 13 years old, 14 years old, I always wanted to be a gaming YouTuber. I'm a small business YouTuber now, but I always wanted to. I don't play video games as much. Like, when I was 14 years old, let me tell you, you could not pry me off Minecraft if you tried. I was obsessed. I wanted to spend all my time doing that and, like, playing Sims and stuff as well. Oh my god, Sims 3. So many hours of my life to that game. And I really wanted to be a gaming YouTuber for the longest time. Now I'm a small business YouTuber, which I'm happy with because I feel like when I was 14, I wasn't doing art, so art wasn't a big thing in my life. Whereas now, it's a huge thing in my life, so I'm really happy I get to do this as well. But I have thought about maybe doing video game live streams in the future, but we'll see. That would be very fun in the future. I like to use live streams as a way to keep myself accountable for, like, getting stuff done. Because sometimes, like, this weekend, even though I didn't film a vlog or anything because I didn't really have time, and I'm on a 2-day weekend this weekend, and it's just, I struggle to get vlogs out on a 3-day weekend sometimes. It's not enough time for me. Sorry, I completely forgot what I was talking about. That's how distractible I am. Oh, about, like, doing video game live streams. And I feel like a lot of the time when I'm doing, you know, when I'm trying to get work done, my priority isn't always, like, live streams. It especially wouldn't be game live streams. It would be art live streams because I don't have a lot of time on my weekends. So I don't know about that. It would be very much in the future when, you know, hopefully someday I'm working from my home with my small business that's thriving. Still working on that Shopify shop, so we'll see. It could happen soon. Yeah, Nintendo's so strict with their stuff. They are. Oh my god, I haven't played Sims in ages. Yeah, I was for a while. I I never liked Sims 4, okay? I didn't like it. I still don't really like it. I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't hit the same way as Sims 2 or 3. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. But Inzoi has come out now, and I'm hearing very mixed reactions from that, but I still kind of want to play it. It is still a demo though, and I feel like a lot of people who are being critical of Inzoi they're not like, I feel like they weren't there when Sims 4 came out, because if you were there, I was there when Sims 4 came out. If you were playing Sims when Sims 4 came out, it was so boring in my opinion, and that's probably because I had all the Sims 3 expansion packs, so I went from that to like base game Sims 4, which there wasn't even toddlers in it. There was no toddlers. You went from being a baby to a child. It wasn't great in my opinion. And people are being very like, I guess, critical of Inzoi now because they're like, oh, it's boring and like blah blah blah, and there's not, you can't really do much and there's issues and bugs, and I'm just like, it literally just came out, okay? Give it time. I think it's gonna be good. It looks really good, and I will play it, but I'll play it when it's had a bit more development, I think. Also, I'm Casey, just updated my info. Oh, no worries. I did a Sims 4 challenge on stream with my friend, and it was so stressful, but so fun. What kind of challenge? I've never done a Sims challenge before, but I've also never live streamed Sims, so that's probably why. Okie dokie, I think we're done with this one. Let's have a look. Oh no, we need to erase some of this. Video live streams could be fun to see. Honestly, using live streams to get stuff done is so smart. Yeah, like this weekend I was kind of like, I wasn't really planning to do a live stream, otherwise I would have announced it a lot better. I didn't really announce it very well, other than on Instagram stories. Oh, you know what? I forgot, I had to post a reel today. Hold on. It's a bit late. Luckily it's already drafted. But yeah, I wasn't really planning on doing it. But then I was like, I want to get some art done. And I was like, I feel like I'm not going to get art done if I'm not commit. Like if there's nothing like to commit. Like a lot of the time the vlogs will make me commit to things. So I'm like, okay, I need footage for the vlog. And you know, I can't let you guys down with a boring vlog. So I gotta get these designs done. I gotta work hard. But I didn't have that this weekend because I wasn't vlogging, so I was like, you know what? A live stream will help me get stuff done. Okay, let me just quickly post that reel. And also it was a TikTok video. Okay. Wishing you all the best with your Shopify. Thanks! It's going pretty well. Actually, I expected Shopify to be a lot more complicated than what it actually was. Or what it actually is. It's not that bad. I'm actually having fun with it. It's pretty good. I'm hoping it'll be ready for July, which is another reason why I'm hesitant about this launch being in July. I'm going to try my best. It sounds far away, but it comes so quickly, and because I'm also trying to like launch my Shopify with this big summer launch, I'm like, not only have I got to make all of the product designs, work full time, buy the product designs, make some of the products, I've also got to make and launch a Shopify, which is going to take a while, so I'm like, okay, let's take a step back. I don't know when it'll be. I do think end of July seems decent enough. I think I could do it if I work hard enough, but we'll have to see. I feel like April is already flying by, so who knows? Who knows for sure? Okay, let me just post that reel. Sims 2 is elite. I do prefer Sims 3, but I grew up on Sims 3 more because I had it first. So that's my opinion on that. I feel the same. I played it all the time, and then Sims 4 came out and I just stopped playing. Yeah. I feel like especially like the character creation in Sims 4 is a lot better. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. It is better. But I do think like the lack of open world, like The Sims 3 for me was so good because of the open world in it. Like why take that away? Why? Also, I don't like the way they've done expansion packs in Sims either. It's so greedy because it's like in Sims 3 you got like whole new worlds and then like all this other stuff and like generations, for example, like you got loads of stuff, like you just got so much stuff in the expansion packs. And I feel like now you get twice as many expansion packs in Sims 4, but they're all like much smaller stuff, like the creations kit and stuff. Like, I never bought anything for Sims 4. Like I saw what they were doing and I was like, I'm out. I'm going back to Sims 3. I'm really glad they have a competitor actually, because I feel like they might, I don't know if they will, but they might try a bit harder if they've got a competitor. So I'm kind of rooting for Inzoid to do good. We did the challenge where you have to leave it on max speed the whole time. What? I've never heard of that. That sounds crazy. I can't even, like, I put it on max speed for like a minute and I'm crying. That's so insane. Man, I should have been there for that. That sounds really fun. Let me know if you do it again. Been sub for a while and I've really enjoyed your videos you've put out. Super relaxing and I love how authentic and honest you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to open my shop soon, but I'm struggling to decide whether to open an Etsy or Shopify. I think Etsy... It's so hard to say. Because when I start Etsy, I feel like... I don't know. I think Etsy isn't perfect right now. We all know that. It's definitely not what it used to be. And I feel like I can't comment on what's better or like what would be easier because I don't have a Shopify right now. I'm trying to create one, but I don't actually know, like, I don't have one, so I don't have the analytics to be like, oh, Shopify is definitely better because look at how better I did on Shopify than in comparison to Etsy. I feel like both is probably a good idea if you could manage that. I think Etsy, while it's not perfect, it still has the potential to bring you traffic. You've just got to keep on top of it quite a lot. You just have to kind of update your listings, do sales, kind of make sure Etsy that you're active. But yeah, I don't know. I think both have their ups and downs, I guess. Like Shopify would be a lot harder to grow organically unless you have like SEO, like search engine optimization experience with Google and stuff. And also you're competing with the billions of other websites on Google, which is hard enough. But I think Etsy's still, for someone who's just starting out, dare I say Etsy... See, the thing is, Etsy doesn't have competitors, really. They don't have anyone that's really, you know, standing up to them right now, and I do hope that changes. Etsy is still probably the best marketplace right now. I don't hate Etsy or anything. It has its issues. It has a lot of issues. But it is still pretty good for getting the odd order from people that don't know who you are already. I don't know. I think both could be pretty beneficial. The chat was voting about which family member we should save. That's crazy. That's that. I've never heard of that challenge, but that Sims challenge before. Whoa. I've never heard of that Sims challenge before. That sounds really funny. The only Sims challenge that I really have ever heard of is like the one where it's like poor to rich, quotation marks for that one because I don't know the actual name of it. And the 100 baby challenge. Classic 100 baby challenge. I never did that one either. Mostly because I think you needed like mods for it in some cases. I've never done a challenge for The Sims. Would be fun though. Maybe if I ever do a video game live stream, that's what we can do. No, I'm not happy with this cat. No. These are supposed to just be doodles, so it's not like they have to be perfect, but I'm also just like, you're lacking. Ah. How can I make this more interesting is what I'm trying to think right now. Like that, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. These are supposed to be like generic doodles, and I'm like, what? How do people generically doodle a cat? I don't know. I don't know. This might be something I come back to. Man, I was really hoping I'd get to the, what do you call it? The coloring part of this today. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm always trying to take my time with designs, but also I'm like, oh my gosh, this design's taking forever. Like, I've been working on this for a couple of weeks now, and I'm like, I need to get this done so I can move on to other designs. I have a lot of designs. For this launch. I think it might be bigger than my last one. And my last one was pretty big for launches. Compared to the launches I've done in the past, it was pretty decently sized launch, even though everything went wrong and it ended up being half a launch and then a mini launch. It was still pretty big. So yeah, I have a lot to do for this launch. I also potentially want to do like mystery bundles and stuff this time around. So there's a lot to think about, a lot of new stuff coming. But this year I'm doing more launches than I did last year, but they're bigger launches still. They're bigger launches as well. I feel like last year I was too focused on like other stuff. Let me get my butt in gear this year. It's happening. I think sticker sheets are quite hard to design. Yeah, I think I prefer them in comparison to like some other designs. Like, there are some like washi tapes and stuff. They're fun to design, but I find them really, like the lanyards, it's such a thin canvas. It feels like you're very restricted in what you can do with it. I feel like sticker sheets, at least you have the space to kind of like play around and make it a bit more interesting. Well, I guess it's just down to how creative you can get with it, but I don't mind sticker sheets. They're just very, very hard to, they take a long time to do, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Let's make this. This is supposed to be a sun. I just never, like, did anything to make it, like, apparent that it was supposed to be a sun. This sticker is gonna say professional doodler on it. Ooh. Oh, this one's way bigger in comparison to the others. Let's change that. Let's do one there, one there, one there. Oops. No, why does that keep happening? I think it's because I got pressure sensitivity on, but if you like slightly tilt the pen one way or another, it kind of, that's what happens. It's very annoying sometimes, like that. But I like having the pressure sensitivity on, so I guess I'm just gonna struggle with it. That's a bit better, is it? I think this one could be better. I try so hard not to be perfectionist, but I just can't help it. Especially like if I'm just drawing for me, I feel like I might not be as much of a perfectionist. I just kind of draw. But when it's like for product designs, I do feel like I want them to be as good as possible, even though it's like details that probably no one's ever gonna notice other than me. But I'm like, if I notice it, it's gonna bother me. Sticker sheets are my favorite. Your sticker sheets are immaculate. They're so cute. I've been trying to add more texture to my art. Like you have like a really nice, like your stickers have a really nice look to them, like textured look. I love it. I think it's just because my drawings take ages to do. I like to try to make all of my stickers fit together perfectly. That's what I really like, that part of it. Like, this is not going to be how it looks in the end. What I usually do when I design sticker sheets, I'll just draw a bunch of like different stickers all over this sheet. And then what I'll do once they're done and colored in, I'll start moving them around. And yeah, it's like Tetris. It's just sometimes you'll find like, I don't know if I have an example of this, but like this one, for example, I feel like it just, I don't know, arranging it was so nice. And like, what other examples do I have? I don't know. Actually, did I not do that? I feel like I did more sticker sheets than that last time for my launch. Did I only do 3 sticker sheets last launch? I swear I did more. Well, I guess not. Oh no, I did the cat cloud one, which doesn't seem to be here for some reason. But anyway, I just really liked like this one, for example, this little leaf. Like there was a bit of a gap there. I just took that leaf and made it smaller and put it there, and I was like, it just fits so nicely, and I was like, oh, it's satisfying. Oops. I am planning to add more to this sticker sheet as well. I just need to figure out what those other things are gonna be. I did kind of start running out of like ideas for this sticker sheet. I mean, I think this is like enough for the most part. I could just add some stuff in between, like some little paint brushes, like smaller stickers. I like to have on my sticker sheets a mix of like the bigger stickers and the smaller stickers, because if people are using them for things like journaling and stuff, it's quite nice to have like options. So I could always just fill the gaps in with like smaller stickers, but I did start running out of ideas, so I'll see if I can add more if it needs it, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's pretty cute. Like, even like drawing scissors, I didn't realize I didn't know what scissors looked like. Well, I didn't know how to draw them until this sticker sheet. I feel like drawing, for like having a small business and doing art, you learn so much. I use watercolor brushes to add texture. Which one do I usually use for it? These are like the kind of ones I think I usually use, depending. Because I've been trying to add more texture into my art, but it just feels like it never really comes through. But yeah, I do like these brushes. I use these brushes for like my, it's just my regular art as well. They're so good. I love a good textured brush. I love the colours on the woodland animal sticker sheet. You can put paint splatters in the gaps. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something like that. We'll see. I don't want it to be like too paint orientated, but I feel like it's too late for that. It was supposed to be just a regular art. To be fair, I haven't really done any sketchbooks yet. That is something I could add. Hold on. I need to write that down before I forget. I'm just gonna write. Wait, that's the wrong layer, I feel like. Is it? No? Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. Sketch. Book. I'm just putting that there because I will forget, but that's another thing, because I want to like do some markers as well, alcohol markers. Let me write that down. Okay, never mind, I got my ideas. Actually, I'll just write markers. That'll get the point across. have to do this. I don't know if I'll forget, but I have to because there's a chance that I will. I know what I'm like. I've lived with myself too many years. I know exactly what I'm like. Love the colours on the Woodland Alamo sticker sheet. Thank you. I was really proud of that sticker sheet. It didn't do as well as I thought it would, but that launch, like as a whole, was just a bit of a mess. Like my mini launch did twice as good as that launch did. So it didn't do as well as I thought it would, but I did also release a very autumnal sticker sheet at like the end of winter when it was becoming spring, so that's entirely on me. I think when autumn comes around, I'll start promoting it a bit more. Did my reel upload? I have no idea. No? Oh, it's still uploading. Jeez. It's taking a while. I did a little day in my life Instagram reel. I want to try and do more short, like, day in my life stuff. I'm just so bad with short form content. I don't know what it is. It's just so different. I feel like maybe it's because, like, long form content, you sit at a computer and you have all these editing tools, whereas short form content, there's just not as many editing tools. Unless I wanted to put it into Premiere Pro and really go at it, but I don't think I want to do that. I don't have the time to do that. Let me just put that on my Instagram stories. New reel. We'll see how this one does. Reels don't do that good, so I don't really do them as much anymore. But it is what it is. I still will post on Instagram regardless. I actually had fun doing that one. It was quite good. So maybe I'll still do them. Who knows? Maybe I'll do more day in the lives. I'm also putting it on TikTok actually. Okay, that seems good. Post it to... Can I? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I just posted it to TikTok as well. Might as well. I don't post on TikTok like ever, but if I've got something I can put on TikTok, I will. I don't go out of my way for TikTok content though. I don't know why. I feel like I've seen more success on TikTok than I have Instagram, but I still prefer Instagram for some reason. I guess it's because there's more artists on there. Like, I don't find a lot of small businesses on TikTok, really. I think they're all on Instagram. Maybe that's why I prefer Instagram. What's your favorite sticker sheet you've made? Honestly, probably the Forest Friends one, because mostly I was so proud of that rabbit. I didn't know how to draw rabbits before this, and I just really liked it. I really liked the fox as well. I didn't expect it to come out looking so good, but I don't know. Something about it. The Forest Friends sticker sheet, I really like it. I'm trying to remember what other ones I've got actually. I have. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I don't know. It won't be here. I do quite like. This isn't the actual. I don't really have the proper sticker sheet here, but you guys, if you know what, if you know, you know. The trying my best sticker sheet. This is the concept for it that I did, like the text and stuff. I quite like that one as well. It was very fun. My first text-based sticker sheet. It was very fun to do. I quite liked it. And that one did do well, which I was very happy with because, you know, obviously I spent a lot of time like trying to figure out the text and stuff for each design, and I wasn't sure if it was going to do well, mostly because I didn't know. I'd never done a text-based sticker sheet before that. So those two are probably my favorite, but it probably is the Forest Friends, the Woodland one, because that rabbit, man, I'm still so proud of that rabbit. That might be one of the best things I've ever drawn to this day. I never miss a video you upload. Aw, thanks. I appreciate the support. I've been thinking about doing a day in my life too, but my schedule is really weird, so I don't know. That's my issue with it. Because, you know, I feel like people who do day in the lives on Instagram and TikTok who are like pretty popular at doing it, they do it like every day, but they also have very interesting lives, and I work from home. I'm not saying my life's super boring. Like on the weekends, I go to the gym, go see family and friends, I get my small business stuff done. Like it's definitely not a boring life, but during the week, most of it's like wake up, get ready, sit at my desk all day, doing my job, which is content writing, and then doing editing after work. I always do editing after work. So I sit at my computer more, sitting at my desk, and then the day's over, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can make that seem interesting. But I've kind of done this one. I did it anyway. I thought I'd just give it a try. It's not too bad. I try to make it a bit more interesting with like a voiceover and stuff, so we'll see. We'll see how it does. I'm not too worried if it doesn't. It's just nice to put some content out there, because mostly I just want to be better at posting on Instagram. What was this supposed to be? What did I make this? I think it's just supposed to be a paintbrush with like a flattened one. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I couldn't tell what that was meant to be there. I was like, huh? I do feel like every time I do a launch though, I feel like I enjoy my product designs a little bit more every time. I feel like every time I do a product launch, I'm always like a little bit prouder than the last launch, which is nice because I think that means I'm growing. Like these product designs, I've only done a couple so far. Ugh, it keeps taking me to the New Year's one. That's not what I want. I wanted this one, the July launch. I called it the July launch. Like these designs, I've only done a couple so far, but like this one, I love this one. It's so cute. I can't wait to put it on products. And I've got a lot of other cute ideas, cute and funny ideas for this launch, so I'm very excited. I feel like I'd have to choose a day I went to work at a cafe or something. Yeah, I agree. I try to get out more, but I feel like in my mind, because I don't drive or anything, and there's no really coffee, there's no local coffee places around here, so I'd have to like travel, not like I guess it would take like half an hour or something to find somewhere, but I'm just, in my head, I'm just like, I could just stay home and have an extra half an hour to do more work. You know? But then I'm also like, but the vlog or the reel would look a lot better. But then I'd also have to spend money on coffee, which I don't want to do because I have coffee at home. I got like a milk frother and everything, and like I've got a French press, so I can make pretty nice coffees at home. And I'm like, why would I go out and spend money on nice coffee when I can just make it at home? I feel like I hit 25 and I've really become a cheapskate now. Like I was pretty cautious with money before, but I feel like I've turned 25 and I've hit a new level of just absolute, what's the word? Cheapness. I just can't help it, especially when I'm like, I think it's because I see a lot of videos now on TikTok where people are like, or like from small businesses where they'll be like, oh, you'll spend £7 on a coffee or something, but you won't buy like something essential that you need. Like I think it put it in perspective for me. Like I do spend like a lot of money on things like that. Oh, I did. And I was like, I don't know why. I could be buying like art supplies. I could be buying stuff for the house. I feel like I'm just maybe more productive with money now. But I don't mind treating myself every now and then. But also I could just make coffee at home. I actually, it's still at my mum's house actually. I still have it left. I've left it there. I don't even know if she's kept it. Maybe she threw it away. But I had like a hazelnut syrup that I used to put in my coffees. It was so good. I love how we're both vloggers and we're like, oh my god, our lives are so boring. Well, I think people often, when it comes to like vlogging and stuff, they'll compare themselves to people who are like living in penthouses in New York, or like their job is like they're like on Broadway or something, and they have super interesting, because I mean I follow a lot of people like that and their lives are super interesting, so like anything below that feels like not interesting. I feel like the internet has kind of warped like the perception of just regular life, I guess, which is why I try to be so like real and stuff about things. But yeah, it's hard to compete with the people who are vlogging from penthouses in New York, and I'm just sitting in a tiny little apartment making silly little drawings of dog butts. But you know what? I'm sure everyone has interesting lives in their own way. I'm a bit of a homebody as well. I can't lie. I'm sure my vlogs have portrayed that pretty well. But I love being home. I can't deny it. I just love being indoors. I love sitting in my living room, putting on a movie and doing some art. There is no better day. Relatable. Every penny counts, literally. I think I focus better because I'm like, I paid money to focus, so I can't waste it. That's a good point, actually. That makes a lot of sense. I do, to be fair, drawing in cafes and stuff, there are, like, you can still find pretty cheap cafes, well, at least where I live. You just have to kind of go out to find them. Like, the local ones, the coffee usually isn't, like, amazing from them, but it's cheap, and it's, like, I think a change of scenery does help you to focus. Like, it gives you a bit of, like, extra creativity, you know? You could, like, if you're doing, like, like a dog sticker sheet, for example, and you're in a cafe that's dog-friendly and there's a bunch of dogs around, like, you might find all the inspiration you need right there. So, you know, both's good. But I do feel like I need to get out a bit more for like, just in terms of like vlogs and stuff though. Did have someone comment one time on a vlog and they were like, your life looks really sad, and I was like, that's so mean. First of all, I don't really show much of my life other than my small business. So, you know, I don't like, when I go to play, like, I see my friends, like, once every other week. We play D&D together, and I see my family every week, but I'm just not, like, for some reason, vlogging in a conventional market in front of strangers is fine. Vlogging in front of friends and family, that is what makes me anxious. I don't like that. So, yeah, that's why I don't really show much of, like, that kind of side of stuff, but I promise my life's a bit more interesting than it probably looks. My closest is Costa, but it's still quite a distance. I think my closest is Costa, to be honest. I used to work in Costa. Oh my god, why would they say that? It's so rude. Honestly, I kind of laughed at it. I think some people say things with good intentions. I don't think they meant it in a bad way, but it was very funny to me. I've definitely had worse comments. Hate comments. I don't get that many, all things considered. I feel like everyone gets them. Everyone. So I don't take them to heart, because I think there are just people on the internet who are on the internet to be rude, so I definitely don't take them to heart, but I definitely had a bit of a chuckle at that one. I found it very funny. I don't know why. I think it's because I've never been told my life looks sad before. It took me off guard. I was like, whoa, hey. But I can also see where they're coming from, because like I said, I don't really, like, in my vlogs, I don't really get out much. So I can also kind of see where they're coming from. I kind of get it. But I promise, outside of having a small business, because in my vlogs, I could definitely include more stuff, but I'm also just like, in the back of my head, I'm like, how much stuff do you guys actually want to see of me just going about my daily life? Because I have done that in the past.
where I've what happened to the music? Oops. What happened to the music? There you go. Where I've done like vlogs that were more chill and less focused on, you know, the actual small business stuff. It's just been me like hanging out, chilling, reading a book, like kind of just vibing around. And those have never done that well. So I kind of tend to avoid showing too much of my personal stuff in my life. And like I said, also, I'm just, the thought of filming in front of my friends and family, that scares me more than filming in front of strangers. Because to me, these strangers that I see at markets and stuff, if they see me filming, they're never going to see me again. They might mention it at some point to a friend or family member, but then they don't know who I am. Then I'm never going to see them again. My friends and family, they wouldn't make fun of me. I feel more anxious filming in front of them because they know me. And when I'm vlogging as well, I do stumble with my words a lot. I'm very, as you guys can see in this live stream, I tend to just forget what I'm saying mid-sentence. And I feel like if I did that in front of them while I was trying to vlog, I feel like I'd be pretty embarrassed. Which is why I love my family and friends. I know I'd get teased for it 100%. What possessed them to think that was a good comment to post? No, don't excuse them. That's crazy. I mean, what you gonna do? I got a good chuckle out of it at least. I told Jack about it, and he was like, "What? That's so mean." I don't usually tell him about hate comments, but well, I don't even know if it was really a hate comment, but you know, it is what it is. I might need a reference picture for the scissors. What does scissors look like? I might need a reference picture. Let me get one up on Pinterest. Let's see. I find myself searching for the strangest reference pictures when I'm doing product designs. Scissors. Scissors. Let's look for some. Okay, we just want some generic scissors. Those will do. That is not. Oh, no, that's an Amazon ad. I don't want that. Never mind. Go away. Just want generic scissors. Okay. Yeah, those are not what I thought they looked like at all. Okay. How do you do this? That already looks wrong. Oh my gosh. After everything, scissors are what defeat me, apparently. Let me just... Okay. It's kinda... like this. And then... the pot with art supplies in it is really satisfying to look at. Thank you. I am pretty proud of this one. I didn't know if I should have it be more empty or not, but I was like, no. Like, if I'm looking at, like, my pencil case, like, my, what? If I'm looking at my pencil pots, they're cluttered. They've got loads of stuff in. So I was like, let's make it a bit more cluttered and give it more stuff. I think I still need to add some designs, like, to this like little fountain pen and stuff. I need to add some more details to it, but the details will come. That's absolutely fine. Okay, let's... Ooh. No, I think the round circle's too round. These scissors seem to be like a stranger shape. Why is this so hard? This
Scissors don't look the way you think. I've drawn them multiple times and dread it. I didn't realize scissors were so hard to draw. I didn't prepare myself for this at all. Otherwise, I would have drawn them off the live stream to save myself the embarrassment. I'm joking. For some reason, I can't seem to like comprehend what I'm looking at. I feel like... Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna erase this. I'm gonna start over with these. Let me just... I think closed scissors isn't working. I think I'll do open scissors because I think then I can... Because if you think about scissors, I don't have any here, but like they're like two pieces combined rather than being one piece, and I'm trying to draw it as like one piece. So if I draw it open in two separate pieces, it might make more sense. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Let me just I'll do a little sketch. Yeah, like this. And then they're like little knives. Nope, it's like that. Sorry guys, I am like locked in right now. I am seriously locked in for this. I really didn't think the scissors were gonna be this hard. I've never drawn scissors before, apparently. That's new. Okay, so that's one side of the scissors. If I just take this, duplicate it, flip it horizontally. Does that work? Did I fix it? Oh, did I figure it out? Hey, that's better. Kind of. I feel like the handles are still too round though for some reason. I also think they could stand to be a bit longer maybe. Well, it's better than before, so I'll take it. Drawing open scissors somehow felt less hard to do than the... Oh no, that doesn't look right at all, does it? The heck? I think... Man, I did not think scissors were going to be the thing that caught me today. Scissors somehow always make it into my sticker sheets. I mean, they could be included in a lot of stuff, like craft sticker sheets, like craft theme sticker sheets, cleaning supplies maybe. In certain cases I get cleaning supplies. Kitchen supplies, maybe. Art supplies. This is my first time drawing them personally, and so far, not feeling this. This is not how I thought it would go. I drew that sketch as well, and I was like pretty confident they were good, and that I'd be able to like fix it when it came to the line art, but I underestimated how hard it was to draw scissors. I think they need to be thicker. I think that was my issue before. And maybe a bit longer as well. Oh, not that long. Wait, is that too long? Okay, let's see if that helps at all. I think actually I know what the issue is. I think because what? I'm so confused. Because if you think about like scissors, when they close, they're like that, right? But I'm so confused. Why is this getting me? Okay, Autumn, you got any tips for drawing scissors?
Hi, Alyssa. The scissors look cute, I think. Thank you. I'm just trying to like get them to look a little better. You can draw 2 individual pieces the way you like. You can rotate them on one side on the nail axis and put them in all kinds of positions later. Oh, okay. 2 individual pieces the way you like. Okay. I think... yeah. I think Casey has a point about one side of the handle being flatter. I'm going to try that. Let me just delete that. I think... actually, no. We can keep that and I'll just make like... maybe this side, I think. Because I'm looking at a reference picture here, but it doesn't seem to be like... no. Wait. Oh, I just realized what I was doing wrong. Oh, I just realized. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I think I can fix this. I took a closer look and I was like, okay, I think I know. I think I know what it is. Let's take another try at this. I think what it was, actually, let me just delete that layer. Let's get rid of that. The blade was like pointing that way. It should have been pointing this way. According to these reference pictures. Oops. These are looking more like safety scissors, but that's okay. And then if you duplicate it, we flip, and then we rotate it. That's better. Kind of. I do think another thing actually with these, the handles could be like a bit more down. So let me just merge these layers because this is just a sketch. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then let's move them down a bit. Doesn't look too bad. Could be worse. Wait, is that right? Yeah, that's right. According to the reference pictures that I've got. Pinterest. Because I was thinking this like curved side here. This side was like the blade side. It's not. It's the this side is the blade side. They're not the worst. They're not the worst. I think we got there in the end. The handles are usually long bean-like shapes, not circles. I mean, there's a couple of them with like oval handles. There's all kinds actually. We do have a point, but there is like a couple, like here. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe you can't, but there's a couple that also have circular ones. I might fix it to be more like ovally shaped, but yeah, they're not the worst. More of a gap between the blade and the handle. Yeah, I think that could be something we do. Do you see yourself doing markets again, or are you not interested in them? I love the market vlogs. I will be doing some. I was going to do Stationery Fest this year, but they had an issue with the venue, and then when they got a venue again, it ended up being further away from me, so not like by loads, but it's just one of those things where I was already hesitant to travel that far in the first place, because I've never traveled that far for a convention or anything, or like an event, and I was just feeling a bit like anxious about it. Like I'd have to get accommodation, I'd have to stay over, and I was just like, I don't know if I'll even make enough money from that in the first place. Like it might not even cover the cost, I might end up losing money. It's very nerve-wracking, and that happened, so I didn't end up signing up for it. I don't know if the applications are open yet or not. I imagine they are, because I'm pretty sure it's like a June thing, isn't it? Like a May, June thing.
But I probably will do markets at some point, but this year I really am trying to focus on growing my online stock. And another thing I want to do before I go back to my markets and conventions, another thing that I really want to do is work on my display, because I feel like my display for the longest time wasn't as good as what it could have been. And I feel like now that I've had a break from it as well, I feel like I could definitely take the opportunity to like make some big changes to my market stall and stuff, because I feel like it wasn't the worst, it just wasn't the best either. And I feel like I got so much stock now that if I did markets again, I would probably have to get 2 tables per event. I was trying to stick to 1, but I just don't think it'll work anymore. So I haven't got any planned, but if any come up, I will probably do them. I might do a couple in the local area, just like kind of smaller ones. We'll see, but I do feel like it's also pointless doing them if I don't have more stock to like show people and like a better display for people to buy from, because while I like doing them, they don't always feel the most rewarding. A lot of the time they feel very I'm gonna change that back. I think I preferred it when they were like more round, but a lot of the time they just feel very like they take a lot of energy out of me. Like it was a lot of standing in the cold weather, not getting sales a lot of the time, or like just breaking even, or like maybe getting a bit more than table, but obviously people are like, you've got to make money back, like you know, you've got like the table costs, and you've got like the cost of your products, and then you've got to like profit and stuff like that. Like I feel like I wasn't really getting profit from a lot of them. There's only probably 2 like market stalls that I've ever done that I got profit from. So focusing more on my online side of things this year, but I do want to do some. I don't know when. It is getting close to the summer, so I guess now would be the time, but I would like to work on my stall before I go back into markets, because I just feel like that would be nice. Be nice to have a better market stall set up. I traced photos of scissors a few times to understand how they worked before I started drawing them as much as I do now. Safety scissors are circles, but I think the handles can overlap slightly. I'm not wrong. Am I wrong? I've only ever tried to draw like the ornate clippers. Loving the stream. It's the scissor handles. If you want them to close properly, you need to make a D shape and then rather than an O shape. A D shape, actually, that would make sense. Hold on. Man, I cannot believe all of us are having a band together right now to to help me draw scissors. The heck? So like a D shape. I'm assuming it's like, oops, like this way. Oops. I'm just gonna draw a backwards D for this one. Does that make them left-handed scissors then? Oh yeah, that looks better. The D shape was the best way to put it, I feel like. Okay. And then they should close properly, right? And they have like these like little, some of them. Actually no, I'm not gonna go into too much detail. They're just scissors, it's giving me enough hassle. Would those be left-handed scissors then? I'm not sure. And then like, yeah. So those should close. Those should look like they close. I think that looks not too bad. We're getting there. We're all banding together. They're such a weird shape. Like, I wonder who invented these, because how did they come up with these weird shapes? What? I mean, I'm sure it was necessary for the design, but it's just like, I don't know. When you look at scissors, they look so simple. You draw them, they're not so simple. I've seen you talking about interest in Shopify. Is there any other website hosting platforms you're interested in? Not really. I'm on Etsy and Shopify, and right now that's kind of all I've got my eyes on. Maybe in the future that'll change, but right now it's Etsy and Shopify for the most part. Again, could change. I have other things that I want to do as well. One thing that I don't know if I've talked to you guys about, but I want to do Patreon eventually. I just don't know when that's going to be because I'm very busy. But I would love to. It's hard as well because I feel like Patreon, you've got to commit to it.
because it's like people are paying to like get extra stuff from you, and I'd never like put anything behind like a paywall that like, you know, like YouTube videos and stuff. It'd be like extra stuff, like maybe you'd get like extra sale codes every now and then, maybe you'd get like coloring pages and like all that kind of stuff. I've thought about it quite a lot, but because I work full time and I also have so much other stuff going on, I'm like, can I actually take time out of my schedule to make sure that I'm putting up posts on Patreon pretty regularly? I don't know if that's possible right now. But in terms of like, you know, just online stores, not really. I've tried a couple, and so far Etsy's been the only one that's, I mean, it is Etsy, it's not the best, but it is still the only one that I've like kind of liked. Still better than most, even if it's not great. I did a lot of markets last year, and most of the time I left feeling disappointed. I don't know if you remember, but I was messaging you. Well, you were at an outside market that wasn't going well. Oh, I do remember that actually. It was on Instagram, but you were both at a market, but we were both at a market and it was pressing. I do remember that, yeah. That was when I was at Tynemouth, I think it was. Yeah. They are fun. I do like them. And it is getting to summer now as well, so I feel like if there's any good time to start doing market stalls and stuff, it's gonna be now. It's gonna be summertime. So I might do a couple. I do kind of miss them, I'm not gonna lie. They are really fun, but they do take a lot of like, I miss filming them mostly, I feel like. I really like a good market vlog. I feel like they're so fun to film. So I might do a couple. I might do some here and there. But they won't be big ones. Next year, when I've actually, because my goal for this year is to have 150 products on my shop and also have my Shopify shop open. Next year, when I've got over 150 products on my shop, I might feel more confident to go out and do bigger conventions because I've got a bigger variety of stock. Whereas like last year, when I was doing marketing conventions, I was going to them with like maybe like 70 products at most, and a lot of them like discounted, things I was trying to get rid of. So it kind of makes sense that I wasn't, you know, making tons from them, I guess, as well. But next year, I'm hoping, because I'll have a lot bigger stock and variety, I'll see a lot more income from them. They're still fun to do regardless, though. We'll see. I'll see if I can find any in my area. I might do one this summer at least. At least one would be fun. I really did want to do Stationery Fest, but I just don't know if it's going to be possible now. I've never done a market, and I don't even know what my business is going to look like in the future because of the American tariff situation. Yeah. That is, it's tricky. It's tricky. This stream is making me question everything I know about scissors. I'm pretty sure you put the sharp edge on the wrong side. Never mind, you just erased it. Oh. Wait, no, you're right. I did put it on the wrong side. I erased it because I was going to make the line smaller, not because I realized I put it. No, you're right, Autumn. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just going to make the line smaller, but no, I did put it on the wrong side. You're right. I literally said that before, that the sharp side was on the blunt, like the straight side. Yeah, no, we're fine. Sunday brain. I might not be able to purchase from some of my small businesses anymore. My favorite small businesses anymore. It's really tricky. I mean, I don't live... I think, from what I know, it affects exports. No, wait. What am I trying to say? It affects imports? I think it affects the buyers more than it does the sellers? Or at least that's what Jack was telling me. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really looked into it as much. I've looked in it for, like, in terms of, like, Britain and stuff, and how it affects, like, how it's going to affect my business, but I haven't, like, looked into it as, like, how it's going to affect, like, Americans, or, like, how it's going to affect, because, like, I know the UK didn't really get hit that bad. I think it was, like, a 10% tariff or something, whereas, like, other countries got, like, 30% or something, or, like, 35%, so
It's definitely, it's not great. It does suck, but there is always hope. How are we feeling about the scissors? Do they look good? I might actually make that line a little less straight, make it more like a bean shape. Does that look right? How are we feeling? Man, I started this live stream and I was like, I'm absolutely gonna be able to get the coloring done in this live stream, and now I'm like, huh, maybe not. I feel like those look like scissors for the most part. If I looked at those, I'd be like, yeah, those are definitely scissors. Well, we went from, hold on. We went from, where is it? Hello? We went from this to this. So, that to that. Still a glow up. Might need a bit of tweaking, but I feel like I got there. I feel like I finally understand how to draw scissors now. I will never draw them again though, however. I agree, the sharp edges are really confusing. It's because you think of a knife as curved at the side as sharp, yeah. Yeah, but I think I got there. I think I finally understand scissors. It can be difficult to stay excited working on a small business. Do you have any tips on how to keep going? I think I recently just came out of a pretty, January, February time, for me, I was going through it. Especially because the past couple of months before then, my business wasn't doing very well. And I'm not gonna lie, that was the first time since starting a business that I actually seriously questioned if I wanted to keep going or not. And during that time, I think what was most important for me was actually I took a lot of breaks away from my business. Even though it might not have looked like it in the vlogs, I did step away from my business a little bit. I tried to assess what was going wrong, but I also made sure to take a lot of breaks. During that time, I was playing a lot of Phasmophobia with my friends and Jack, and that really helped to take my mind off of it. And I tried to take some time off work as well, my full-time job, and just kind of not detach, I guess, but just kind of have some me time. Because if you're feeling burnt out and upset, then it's your business you're not going to be able to help your business if you're not feeling good. So focus on yourself in that case. And if it's getting hard, yeah, I think that's the best thing you can do, is just take some time for yourself. I think it's so hard as well, because when you're running a business as well, you're just oh, I could just work on some product designs, even though it's you've promised yourself you're gonna have a day off. You'll be like, oh, I might work on some product designs, or I should be getting this done, and I should be doing that. Because when you're not working on your small business, no one is working on your small business, right? So you feel like you've constantly got to be going at it and getting things done and being productive. But I think what helped me through that time was focusing on myself. I did a bit of journaling. I wrote down how I felt. I talked about to my friends and family and Jack about how I was feeling. Me and my friend who runs Bloodstone Books on Instagram, we do a monthly meetup now for our small businesses, and we just talk about our small businesses, and it really helps, because when I was talking to her about how I was feeling, she left and I felt a lot better after it. So sometimes you just need to focus on yourself a little bit. You are at the heart of your business. Not your designs, not your products, not anything else. You are the heart of your business. So you need to make sure that you are feeling good. Having a chilled time drawing while watching your stream. Trying to see about creating my own custom brushes on Procreate. That would be so cool. I've thought about that as well. Will it ever happen? Probably not. It is so cool. I love when people make their own brushes. I've bought a couple of them as well. Hold on. Eek, where are they? These ones, all these ones here. This one, these ones, these ones. These are all custom brushes, and they're so good. They're so good. I love using them. I kind of want more as well, because it's so nice to people come up with such good brushes, textures and stuff. Where is it? one of them. Like this outline brush is really good because like if you're drawing like, hold on, wait, what? Like if you're drawing like just like say like a magic wand, it's so easy to just like have to. I could have probably used it in some of this actually, like for my my paintbrushes. I didn't even think about that, but like so good. Things like that, they're so creative. I love it. I love some custom brushes. Scissors are looking great. Thank you. It was actually thanks to your suggestion about making it a D shape that fixed them, Freezer Bunny. So thank you for that. I 100% agree with the advice. You have to step away from your business to be able to revisit it with enthusiasm. The outline brush is iconic. I've never seen that before. It is literally a lifesaver, but I always forget I have it. But it's so good. It's starter. I don't know. It's this. So that's what it's called. The starter pack. This one. Starter Olguiu pack. I don't know what that says. It's from them, and I really like the textured like brushes. Like I use these for my my line art. Very good. Love this texture pack. Fountain pen's really good as well. I also got, which was it? This comic one, because I love the textures. Like a lot of the, like, sometimes I'll use this crosshatch for like my backgrounds and stuff. It's so good. It makes life so easy. I love custom brushes. Okay, I think the line art's pretty much done. I'm going to, we'll merge this down. We'll get rid of that. And we'll delete this. Okay. I'll leave this because it has the text on it. But I think what I want to do is I might rearrange it and I might add some stuff in, like paint splatters, like that was suggested from Casey, I think it was. I need to think of other things to add in. I forgot. Oh, sketchbooks and markers actually. Let me actually, you know what? Before we start rearranging things, let me just draw those. Why not? I'll do paint splatters after because those will just be for filling in space, but you know what, actually, let me just... I think I'm going to take the other advice that I got about making this like paint splatter. Like making paint oozing out of it or something to make it a little more obvious, because that's a really good idea. So let's do that first. If I can at least get the line art done tonight, that'd be pretty good, but I do also have work tomorrow, so I need to be careful. Something like that. Then we'll do some sketchbooks, I think. Oops. Because I don't want it to be all painting canvases. I want it to be for any kind of artist. Let me just fix that because I can already tell without flipping it, it's not the most. It's a bit wonky. I always tend to draw at a slight angle. Everything always seems to slightly tilt upwards towards the end. I don't know why that happens. It might be because I tilt my head when I'm drawing. I've noticed I do that. Like, it's so weird when you start vlogging yourself and you have to edit those videos yourself. You notice so many habits you didn't realize you had. It's crazy. And I've noticed I do that when I draw. I tend to like tilt my head and then I'm like, why do I draw everything on a slight like slant? It's probably because you tilt your head. Okay. I'm gonna just, oh, I should have done this on a different layer. This is gonna be kind of just like a sketch for now because I don't know how I want this to look. It's fun how you could also make a custom brush act like a stamp, such as if you were to draw a perfect hand for a character. You could just create a stamp out of it and add it to your people drawings. That would be so good. I actually saw a TikTok today that was talking about how people should normalize just tracing their own hands to draw hands, and I'm totally on board with that. I've done it before and it makes life so much easier. Like, not like tracing other people's artwork, but just literally like taking a picture of your hand and just tracing over it. Because let's be real, none of us want to draw hands. They're so hard. There's like, honestly, hands are like, they have like a whole different anatomy of their own. It's a whole different skill learning to draw some hands. Maybe I should have made that a bit further down. There you go. Oops. Something like this. I will refine this, don't you worry. But for now, we just need a little bit of a base sketch for the sketchbooks. I might make this one actually with rings in it, because I have a mixed media book. My mixed media paper book has little rings on it, so make it a bit more interesting than just some plain sketchbooks. Well, I don't think I'm going to get around to the colouring today, which is sad, but I did learn to draw scissors, so I feel like that's what's important. If I want to do that craft sticker sheet like I mentioned earlier, then I might be doing like a craft theme sticker sheet. I feel like I'll probably just copy paste those scissors, potentially. Potentially. Don't feel like I want to draw scissors anytime soon after that, not gonna lie. Okay. Now some markers. I need to actually do the design on this, I think. And then some markers. Wait, actually, hold on. I think I just remembered something about this paint pot, this little pot here. I don't think these were pencils. I think these were actually meant to be alcohol markers, now that I remember it. When I was looking at the sketch, it looked like 3 pencils, but like not facing upwards. I think actually they're meant to be alcohol markers. Let me just fix this. That made make a lot more sense. I remember thinking when I was drawing it as well, I was like, this feels like a lot of pencils in this pot, and I know it's like a pencil holder, technically that's what they're called, but I was also like, this feels like a bit excessive. Why did I do so many? I didn't do that many. I'm just silly. Okay, this probably will need some cleaning up, but that's absolutely okay. We can do that. Yeah, it was just like this, and I was just gonna like have them be different colors essentially. Yeah, okay, that's a bit better. I'll clean it up if I need to, but looking a bit better. My line art is always a little bit on the messier side. Half because I'm lazy, but also half because I like looser looking sketch work. I just like when it's like, it just looks a little bit rough. I don't know. Like when it looks like a little bit more like a sketch. I love that stuff. I can't believe it's been 2 hours. I feel like I've done, like, this is my issue. I feel like I'm such a slow drawer as well. Which is why sometimes when I set like launch dates and stuff, it can get in the way because one sticker sheet can literally take me all day. I wish I was one of those artists. Like I've seen people who can like, who do like their artwork and they do it in like, they'll do a whole sticker sheet in like an hour or two, and I'm like, man, if only I had that kind of gift. Okay. Okay, I'm just a quick little sketch. Actually, I feel like these could maybe be a little chubbier, I guess, like a little. How am I gonna? I want them like that. I might just have them in like a, you know what? I might actually just have them singular and just dot them around rather than having a couple to like one sticker. Just have like, because I feel like in terms of people who are using the stickers, if you have just one marker, like you can kind of like space them out however you want. Whereas if I do a sticker where it's like 3 markers in a row, that's kind of boring. You don't have as much control over what you can do with it. So I think, ooh, I didn't realize that was like that. I think I'll just do them individually and dot them around, make them a couple different colors, and also make them a bit chubbier because I feel like they don't look like what markers should look like. Like that. Yeah, looking good. I think in terms of designs, I'm going to use more than one. Stickers are up there, paint splatters, and markers. I think. It's looking good so far. We're definitely getting there. Just needs a bit of rearranging and we'll be good to go. I'm not too I think this has turned out pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty happy with this. I love when a design turns out well. Now to play Tetris. I do need to be aware because there are a couple of them with text, like there's 3 with text, so I need to be very careful about when I'm putting stuff. Should be okay. Oops. Oh. copy the scissors, and I think I'll put another pair of scissors, like, I might need to move these around a bit more actually. I think I haven't laid them out in the best way. Yeah, let's move them around a bit. Like this paint thing I think is probably a little too big for what it is. Probably doesn't need to be like that. Move that more into the middle because it'll need a border around it. Let's move this marker over here. And then let's move the sketchbooks up here, I think would be a good place. Around about there. Oops. And then we can move the other scissors. Oh, we don't need that. I can move the other scissors like here. That's pretty good. We're getting somewhere. It's coming together. Something so satisfying about watching sticker sheets come together. I love it. I love it. And I think we will do a couple of paint splatters. Like just a couple. Not the best. I don't know why. I feel like I always struggle with paint splatters, which sounds like such a strange thing to say. Like, how can you struggle with a blob? But I just really do. And then let's do another marker as well. Let's do a couple more. Let's do one like here. And then we can do another paint splatter like down here. Oh, and then maybe, I don't know if the paint splatter will have line art. I might leave them without line art. That might look a little bit better. Actually, that's way too big. Why am I struggling with this? Something like that. It doesn't seem very... I don't know. There you go. A little bit more fun. Like, a little bit more of a fun shape than just like a circle, so... That, so far, is looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. It just needs the colour. However... I do not think I'm going to be doing that tonight because it's going to, like, as you guys saw, it took me 2 hours just to do the line art. So probably not going to be doing that tonight. I think the line art needs a little bit of cleaning up as well. So I think I'll need to spend more time on this. Hopefully next weekend I'll be vlogging. So hopefully we can get done in the vlog. But I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's looking pretty good. I learned how to draw scissors. I also learned how to draw an easel off live stream, but still, it's been pretty good. I think it's looking really good. I'm happy with it so far. Like I said, a couple little tweaks, but you guys know me. If you watch the vlogs, I always say, walk away from the design and come back. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna leave it there for this live stream. It's been fun. I've had a lot of fun. I really like how it took every single one of us banding together for me to learn how to draw scissors. That was a very fun experience. I feel like we really bonded over that. I wanted to, honestly, I only expected this live stream to go like an hour and a half, but we were having fun and I really wanted to get this done. I'm happy with it so far. I think it's looking pretty good. I think once I get the text and the colours on there, we'll be cooking with fire. I think it'll look really good. So first sticker sheet of the July launch is done. I'm so happy. It's looking good. I hope you guys really enjoyed this live stream. It's been really fun and I will see you guys in the next vlog, which will be coming not next week. There'll be a different video and then it'll be a vlog. So I'll see you guys in the next video, but thanks for hanging out with me. It's been so much fun. I really, really enjoyed this. Hopefully we'll get around to doing more art live streams very soon. But we'll see. I don't know. How are you guys feeling about more art live streams? I could definitely do some more, but it would just take up a bit of a chunk of my weekends. But, you know, we'll see how we feel. It's been fun. Have a great night. Thanks for the live stream. Hope you've been able to... Happy to have been able to join. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Thanks, guys. I hope you all have a great rest of your day as well, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. See you guys in the next video. Bye.